Ever wonder how credit card companies make billions every year? It's not just interest, it's a system, a finely tuned machine, designed to keep you paying. Think of it like a casino where the house always wins, except instead of losing your shirt at a blackjack table, you're slowly bleeding money every month on overpriced lattes, and that online shopping addiction you're convinced is totally under control. From hidden fees that make you say, wait, what? To interest rates that would make a loan shark blush, we'll break down exactly how banks profit from your spending. We'll expose the tricks they use to keep you trapped in a cycle of debt, and most importantly, how to fight back. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to avoid their traps and keep more money in your pocket, where it rightfully belongs. So, buckle up, friends. It's time to take a deep dive into the murky, often infuriating world of credit cards. Alright, let's start with the basics. How do credit cards even work? Essentially, they allow you to borrow money instantly, which sounds pretty great, right? You can buy that new phone or plane ticket without having the cash up front. The problem is, this convenience comes at a cost, and boy can that cost add up. Credit card companies lend you money they don't have yet. They're betting you'll pay them back with interest, and if you don't, well, that's when the real fun begins. The business model relies on fees and interest. Every time you swipe your card, the merchant pays a small fee to the bank. This is called an interchange fee. But the real moneymaker? That's the interest on your unpaid balance. Think of it like this. You're renting money from the bank. The higher the interest rate, the more expensive that rental becomes. Now this wouldn't be such a big deal if everyone paid their balances in full each month. But the sad reality is most people don't. We've all been there. You're at the checkout, about to buy something you probably don't need, and you think, I'll just put it on my card. It feels almost painless, like you're spending Monopoly money instead of hard-earned cash. But this, my friends, is the insidious illusion of free money that credit card companies love to peddle. See, our brains aren't wired to handle credit cards very well. When we hand over physical cash, we feel the loss more acutely. It's tangible, it's real. But when we swipe a piece of plastic, it creates a psychological distance from the actual transaction. Studies have actually shown that people tend to spend significantly more when using credit cards compared to cash. It's like our brains go on a mini vacation, ignoring the financial consequences until that dreaded credit card bill arrives. Let's be brutally honest, shall we? The credit card industry isn't some benevolent institution designed to help you achieve your financial dreams. No, my friends, their primary goal, their raison d'etre, is to keep you in a perpetual cycle of debt and payments. They want you on that hamster wheel, running and running but never actually getting anywhere. Think about it. If everyone paid their balances in full every month, credit card companies would be out of business faster than you can say annual percentage rate. Their entire business model relies on you spending more than you can afford and then charging you exorbitant interest on the privilege. They lure you in with flashy marketing campaigns and promises of a life of luxury and convenience, but the reality is far less glamorous. Alright folks, let's talk about one of the most insidious aspects of the credit card game: high interest rates. We're talking about those eye-watering APRs, often ranging from 15% to a soul-crushing 30% or more, that can make your debt snowball faster than a runaway snowball rolling down Mount Everest. Now you might be thinking, but John, I have a good credit score. Surely I'm not paying those exorbitant rates? Well, bless your heart. But even with a decent credit score, you're still likely facing interest rates that would make a loan shark blush. These high rates are designed to keep you trapped in a cycle of debt. Think of it like this. You charge $1,000 on your credit card and only make the minimum payment each month. With a 20% APR, you'll end up paying hundreds of dollars in interest alone, turning that $1,000 debt into a financial albatross around your neck. Let's talk about a little something credit card companies don't want you to know: the minimum payment trap. It sounds innocent enough, right? Just pay a small amount each month and you're golden. But this, my friends, is a financial black hole designed to keep you in debt for years, if not decades. Here's the dirty little secret. Those minimum payments are often set incredibly low, barely making a dent in your principal balance. And while you're busy patting yourself on the back for making your payments on time, those sneaky little interest charges are racking up, eating away at your hard-earned money like a colony of termites devouring a suburban home. Let's say you have a $5,000 balance on a card with an 18% APR. If you only make the minimum payment, let's say a paltry $100 a month, it could take you over 15 years to pay off that debt. And guess what? You'll end up paying thousands of dollars in interest alone. The minimum payment trap is a brilliant, albeit evil, strategy. It creates the illusion of progress while keeping you tethered to the debt treadmill. Alright folks, buckle up because we're about to delve into the dark underbelly of the credit card world, late payment fees and hidden charges. These are the financial equivalent of stepping on a Lego brick in the middle of the night. Unexpected, painful, and designed to make you curse the very existence of credit cards. Credit card companies boast about low rates and rewards, but lurking beneath are fees waiting to explode your debt. Miss a payment? Bam! A late fee hits you. Go over your limit? Wham! Another fee. Need a cash advance? Kablam! Exorbitant fees. And those sneaky balance transfer fees. They promise to help you consolidate debt, but often come with a hefty fee. We've talked about the high interest rates, the sneaky fees charged directly to you, the poor, unsuspecting consumer. But what about the hidden costs? The ones lurking in the shadows, quietly siphoning money from your wallet every time you swipe your card? My friends, let's talk about merchant fees, also known as interchange fees. These are the fees charged to businesses every time you use your credit card to make a purchase. You don't see them itemized on your receipt, but trust me, they're there, quietly adding to the billions in profits credit card companies rake in each year. Every time you swipe your card, the merchant pays a small percentage of the transaction to the credit card company. It might seem insignificant, usually around 1 to 3%, but when you consider the trillions of dollars spent annually on credit cards, those small percentages add up to a mountain of cash for the card issuers. Now you might be thinking, well, that's just the cost of doing business, right? And you'd be partially correct. But here's the rub, those fees are passed on to you, the consumer, in the form of higher prices. Rewards programs, the siren song of the credit card industry. They lure you in with promises of free flights, cashback, and enough points to make you feel like a contestant on a game show where everyone's a winner. But are these rewards programs really all they're cracked up to be? Well, like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get. On the surface, rewards programs seem like a no-brainer. You spend money, you earn points, you redeem those points for goodies. Easy peasy, right? But here's the catch. These programs are designed to encourage you to spend more, often more than you can afford. Think about it, those tempting sign-up bonuses, those bonus points for certain spending categories, those exclusive travel perks. They're all carefully calculated to keep you swiping your card and racking up those juicy interest charges. And let's not forget about the fine print. Oh, that glorious fine print. Alright, dear viewers, we've spent the last several chapters dissecting the credit card industry, exposing their tricks, and highlighting the many ways they try to trap you in a cycle of debt. But fear not, because now it's time to arm you with the knowledge and tools to fight back and emerge victorious. First and foremost, treat your credit card like a loaded weapon. Use it responsibly, with caution, and only when absolutely necessary. Remember, it's not free money, it's borrowed money that needs to be repaid, preferably in full and on time to avoid those nasty interest charges. Speaking of interest, make it your mission to pay your balance in full every month. I know, easier said than done. But trust me, this one habit alone will save you thousands of dollars in interest payments over your lifetime. Avoid cash advances like the plague. So there you have it, folks. The good, the bad, and the ugly truth about the credit card industry. Dissected their tactics, and hopefully armed you with the knowledge to navigate this financial minefield with confidence. Remember, credit card companies are businesses, and like all businesses to make money, they're not inherently evil, but their profit model relies on you making mistakes, on you falling into their carefully laid traps. The good news is, you have the power to outsmart responsible financial habits by understanding the terms and conditions, and by using credit cards strategically, you can reap the benefits without falling prey to their tricks. Well, there you have it, the credit card industry in all its exploitative glory. We've explored the murky depths of high interest rates, the insidious nature of minimum payments, and the sheer audacity of hidden fees. It's enough to make you want to bury your credit cards in the backyard and live off the grid. But before you don your tinfoil hat and embrace a life of financial solitude, remember this: knowledge is power. By understanding the tricks and traps employed by credit card companies, you can avoid falling victim to their schemes. So, go forth, armed with this newfound knowledge, and conquer the credit